Okay, question 1. Ask you how many significant figures for the following numbers. On 006080. How many significant figures for this one? So clearly, these 4 digits are significant figure. 0 before the first non-zero digit of the decimal point are not significant figure. 0 at the end of the number is significant figure. 0 between non-zero digit also is significant figure. So these 4 are significant figure. This number 760208. How many significant figure? So again, 0 between non-zero digit are significant figure. So all these digits are significant figure. So 6 significant figure. 79.0. This clearly 3 significant figure. This 0 at the end is significant figure. Then 207.00. 0 after decimal point at the end of the decimal point also significant figure. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is 5 significant figures. Question 2. Tell you element name. Ask you symbol. Nitrogen. The symbol clear as the first letter. So A. R. The symbol is Fe. Not related to this name. Oxygen. Also the first letter of the name. So it's O. Hydrogen. Also the first letter for the name. So some element symbol come from first letter, like this, nitrogen, oxygen, hydrogen. Some not related to its name, like R. Plus one more, not in the quiz. Let's see, copper. Copper also not related to its name. Copper's symbol is Cu. Okay, not related to its name. Let's see, cobalt, C-O-L. C-O-B-A-L-T, cobalt. Right, its symbol is the first 2 letters. Then first letter capitalized, second letter is lowercase. Okay. Again, this is not in the quiz. Okay, this is tells how this element symbol come from. Come from first letter of the name or first 2 letter of the name. The first letter is capitalized, second is lowercase. And sometimes symbol not related to its name. Okay, so you need to be careful. This is question 2. Question 3, we have A, B, C, D. A, we have 2 numbers. Ask you write each of the following number in scientific notation. first letter, first number is 0.000040 before the first non-zero digit. How can you convert this regular number into a scientific notation? Scientific notation is a format with a regular number between 1 and 10, then times 10 to the power. So you simply move this decimal point to a place the number becomes greater than 1, but less than 10. So clearly stop that here, 6.76. Then times a power depends on how many places you moved. So we move 4, 5, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 0, or more. So move 5 decimal places. So this is a fifth power. But since this initial number is a very small number, smaller than 1 at least, right? So this 5 is a negative 5. So if initial number less than 1, this power is negative. And what is the actual number? Depends on how many places you moved. We move 5 decimal places, so this is negative 5. And then negative 1. Next, not negative, the next number is 638 000040. Then similar way, we move decimal place to decimal point to a place when the number becomes greater than 1 but less than 10. So clearly stop here, 6.38, right? Then you need to count how many places you moved. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 0. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 0. Then 5, 6. Move 6 places. But this 6 is a positive 6 because initially this is a big number, greater than 10. So we move decimal point 6 places, so this is a positive 6. This number, because the initial number is a very small number, smaller than 1, so this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, this is negative 5. Okay. Then B. As you express the answer to this in scientific notation and with correct number of significant figure. Express the following answers in scientific notation with correct significant figure. So first one is 4.2 times 10 to the 4th power times 2.5 times 10 to the 6th power. So use your calculator, 4.2 times 2.5, this will be 10.5. And the exponent 4 plus 6. So multiplication exponent is plus. Since this number is greater than 10, so we move 1 decimal place becomes 1.05. Then you move 1 decimal place, this means you have 10 to the 1. And this is 10 to the 10. So how many significant figure we can keep? So multiplication tells us the answer cannot have more significant figure than any of the original number. This original number, 2 significant figure. This also 2 significant figure. So we can only keep two significant figure. Should be stop here. But the next one is 5. So we need to round up, becomes 1.1. And this 10 times 10 to the 10. We need to combine it together. Should be, this is 10 to the 1 plus 10 is 10 to the 11th power. This is your final answer. And the next one is 6.7 times 10 to the 5th power minus 7.5 times 10 to the 4th power. The rule is plus or minus or addition or subtraction. These two exponents must be same. And here 10 to the 5th power, 10 to the 4th power are different. So we need to convert one of them to the same exponent to the other. So we can convert this 10 to the 4th power to 10 to the 5th. So keep the first number same, no change. 6.7 times 10 to the 5th power. And the next number, 10 to the 4th, becomes 10 to the 5th. We enlarge it 10 times. From 10 to the 4th to 10 to the 5th. We enlarge it 10 times. Then this one need, 7.5 must move 1 decimal place, becomes 10 times smaller because we cannot change the value. So 7.5 times 10 to the 4th power equals to 0.75 times 10 to the 5th power. Now these two numbers have same exponent, so subtract these two regular numbers and keep the exponent the same, 10 to the 5th power. And this equals to 5.95. But the rule tells us for subtraction and addition, the answer cannot have more decimal place to the right of decimal point than any of the original number. Original number both only 1 decimal point, 1 decimal place. So our answer can only keep 1 here. But since the next one is 5, so we need to round up. If less than 5, like a 4 or 3 or 1 or 2, then just delete it. If 5 or 6 or 7 or 8 and 9, then we need to round up. Then 9 becomes 10, then this 5 becomes 6. So your final answer should be 6.0 times 10 to the 5th power. C. Similar as B is express answer in correct number of significant figure. But this time it's just a regular number, no scientific notation. So express answer in correct significant figure. 2.7 minus 1.35. So here test you significant figure rule, not the regular subtraction. Regular subtraction is elementary school math, right? So use your calculator, everybody know. So 2.7 minus 1.35 should be 1.35. Then you need to decide how many significant figures you can keep for this answer. So subtraction and addition, the rule is answer cannot have more decimal place than any other more decimal place on the after decimal point than any of the original number. Since this number only 1, this is 2, right? This is only 1, this is 2. The answer can only keep 1. Keep 1 is here. but the next one is 5. So we need to round up. 3 becomes 4. So your final answer is 1.4. Next calculation is 5.72 plus 4.679. So calculator gave you answer is 10.399. The rule is same as subtraction, so answer cannot have more decimal place after decimal point. So this origin number 2 decimal place after decimal point. And this is 3. So answer can only have 2. So 2 is this one, 9. But the next one is 9. So we need to round up. Becomes 10.40. So this 9 run up, this 9 becomes 10. Then this 3 becomes 4. D. Similar as C. Ask you express answer in correct number of significant figure. This time the multiplication division 2.7 times 5.638. Calculator gave you 15.226. For the multiplication, the rule is answer cannot have more significant figure than any of the original number. For this number, 2 significant figure. This is a 4 significant figure. So answer can only have 2 significant figure. 1, 2. Right. Since the next one less than 5, so we can just delete it. So your final answer be just 15. Next is a division. 23.2 divided by 13.58. Division, the rule is similar as multiplication. Answer cannot have more significant figure than any of the original number. So this one 3 significant figure. This one have 4 significant figure. Then the answer can only have 3 significant figure. So calculator gave you answer is 1.70839. So since this number only 3, this is 4, so answer can only keep 3 significant figure. So 1, 2, 3 should stop here. But the next one is more than 5, so we need to round up. 0 becomes 1, so answer is 1.71. This is your final answer. Okay. Then question 4. After you should work for the following dimensional analysis. And give answer in proper significant figure. So first one, A, after you convert meter into micrometer. Convert meter into micrometer. So first of all, we need to know the conversion factor. We want micrometer. So micrometer in top, meter in bottom, so can be cancelled. Micro, this prefix is 10 to the negative 6 to the power. So 1 micrometer equal to 10 to the negative 6 power meter. or 1 microgram equal to 10 to the negative 6 gram. So this means 0.635 divided by 10 to the negative 6th power, equivalent to times 10 to the positive 6. 10 to the positive 6, since this number is less than 10, we need to use 1. So 6.31. Use 1, then reduce 1. 10 to the 6 becomes 10 to the 5th. So this is our final answer. Initial number, 3 significant figure. Now still 3 significant figure. Okay. So meter is a larger unit, and micrometer is a smaller unit. So larger unit, the number is smaller. And if you use a smaller unit, the number will be larger. B. As you convert milligram into kilogram. 568 milligram converted to kilogram. Okay. So we need a 2 step because 2 prefix there. So 568 milligram. First convert to gram. Since we want grams, gram must be in top. Milligram in bottom can be cancelled. So 1 milligram is 10 to the negative 3 gram, right? So milligram is cancelled. Now we convert a gram into kilogram. So we want a kilogram. So kilogram in top and gram in bottom. So now we can cancel the gram, left over kilogram. So kilo is 10 to the 3rd power. So 1 kilogram equal to 10 to the 3rd power gram, or 1 kilometer equal to 10 to the 3rd power meter. So gram cancelled, left over kilogram. So this means 568 times 10 to the negative 3 the power divided by 10 to the positive 3 the power. Okay, so don't put this in your calculator. This is very easy. And for exponent part is very easy. 10 to the negative 6, negative 3 divided by 10 to the positive 3, equivalent to times in denominator, equivalent to negative 3. Okay, so divided by 10 to the positive 3, equivalent to 10 to the negative 3. 10 to the negative 3, 10 to the negative 3, total negative 6. Negative 6, then we can use 2 here. Move 2 decimal places, becomes 5.6. Then you have 2, 10 to the 2, together with 10 to the negative 6, 10 to the negative 4. So this is their answer. 5.68 times 10 to the negative 4th power. Let's see. After you convert Celsius to Kelvin, this is the easiest. So Celsius plus 273.15 equal to Kelvin, right? So initially, this is 298.15. And the rule tells us addition, the answer cannot have more decimal places to the right of decimal point than any of the original number. So this is 1 decimal place, and this is 2. So answer can only keep 1. Keep 1, stop here. Next one is 5, so we need to run up. 1 becomes 2. So your final answer will be 298.2. K. K is Kelvin. And D. Also, you convert milliliter into liter. So since also you convert a milliliter into liter, so milliliter in bottom. Milli means 10 to the negative 3's power. So milliliter becomes our leftover liter. So 1,300 times 10 to the negative 3. So 10 to the negative 3 You just move 3 decimal places back, becomes 1.300 liter. This is your final answer. Okay. Question 5. As you indicate, the following change is a chemical change or physical change. A. Bleach turns here yellow. This clearly this is chemical change. Bleach react with your here turns color to yellow. B. A spoonful sugar dissolves in water. A spoonful sugar dissolved in water or spoonful salt dissolved in water. This is all physical change because sugar dissolved in water or salt dissolved in water. If we heat this solution, water evaporates, then sugar will come back. So no chemical reaction. It's just a physical change. C. Iron has a tendency to rust. Iron has a tendency to rust. As iron reacts with oxygen in the air, especially humidity air, and becomes iron oxide. So clearly, this is chemical reaction happen. So this is a chemical change. D. Frozen orange juice is reconstituted by adding water to it. You add water to the orange juice, or you add water to your soup. So whatever, water will not react with your orange juice or the soup. Just dilute the soup or juice. So just physical change. So easiest way to judge a process is physical or chemical process, or physical or chemical change. You just think about if this process can be back. If it can be back, then this is physical change. If it cannot be back, then this is chemical change. Okay. I hope you learned from quiz 1. Then next class we'll start a new chapter.